with Teaquilts, and today is Saturday, July 23rd, 2022, and it is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here for a live 2-hour sew-in chat. So everybody, please join in the chat room. We're going to be reading comments, answering questions. If you need some help with something, we're here for you. I'll answer, as well as I'm sure some other people in the chat room will also answer. So let me pull you all up on my phone so I can read comments, and then we'll get started. So, okay. Hope you all had a great day as well. Let's see.
Hey y'all, I'm Scott Evans and I'm a features editor.
Okay. Now get into the chat. All right, so we're just waiting. I have a little visitor down here in case you hear barking. I've got Paige in here with me, so she's probably gonna be thinking I'm talking to her for a while. So if you hear a bark or anything, that's who that is. We've got Kim Burris saying, I can't stay for chat, family is here, but I wanted to say hi and leave a thumbs up. Have a great evening, everyone. Have fun, Kim. Deborah Quilt is here, says, hello, T and fellow quilters. It's hot. Yes, it is. Brenda Foley says, hello, T and friends from Kentucky. Vivian Calvi, hi, T and everyone. Alvita M, hi, Miss T and all T quilters. I'll be in and out of chat. My 3-year-old grandson is here for the weekend. I gave my thumbs up before I forget. So that's awesome. Have fun. Jackie K is here saying, hello, T and friends from Brantford, Canada. It's been a long time. First, Mom got sick last August and passed. Then I took my dad in as my hubby was going through surgery and chemo. Then Dad passed. So sorry, Jackie. We've missed my Canadian friends across the border. So prayers for you and your family as well, Jackie. Nancy, guess who Nancy says, good evening all. Give thumbs up. Thank you, Nancy. C. Joy Creations. Hello, T and everybody. Hello, hello. Betsy is here saying, hello, Miss T and T Quilters. Happy Saturday. Linda Faust says, hi, everyone. Kevin the Quilter. Evening, Miss T and all T Quilters. Judy says, hello, T and Quilters. Shirley Peters. Hello, T and everyone. Janice Miller. Hello, T and all. From Zella McKenzie. Hi, T and quilting friends. C. George reminding people to hit the thumbs up as well. Stephanie of Memoirs of a Longhorn Quilter says, hey, T and everyone. Deborah Sims Brown says, hello, T and everyone from Maryland. I will not stay in the chat, but wanted to say thank you, T, for the prize. I was excited and surprised. Thanks again. You're welcome. She actually won 4-star general prize. She didn't even know she won. I just went on ahead and searched people's addresses. It does take me a longer time to do that when I can just cut and paste into the mailing software. But I went ahead and found addresses for people that didn't notify me. So you're welcome. Veronica C says, hello, long time lurker, first time commenter. Hello, Veronica. Welcome to the live chat. Appreciate you commenting tonight. C-Rack says, hey, T and quilters. Dorsey Savali says, hi, T and everyone. Give T your thumbs up and let's have a fun night with T. So that's awesome. Thank you, Darcy. Bonita is here saying, hey, Miss T and everyone. Hi, Bonita. Kathleen Champ says, hi, T and friends. And then Michelle the Quilter says, hello, T and everyone from Central New York. Very hot here, too. Yes, honey, it's burning up. I think we had 104 today, and it felt like it plus some. Okay, and this room, It's on the evening sun, so it is hot in here, okay? And I had the door closed too, so it wasn't getting the regular, it wasn't coming out of the room. So I forgot about that. Oh, Brenda's saying, love my birthday prize fabric, Miss T. Thanks, you're welcome. Glad you like it. I think she was the one that won. I sent a yard of African fabric. I just pull one. I never know which one to pull when I'm doing that, when you're only getting 1 yard, one piece. So Kathy's Quilts and Crafts saying hello, everyone. Hey, Kathy. And Janet Macro says, glad you're back in the chat, Jackie K. Prayers for you and your family. Sorry for your loss. And I've seen some other people were also sending their prayers. So thank you guys for that as well. Sue GSD is here saying hello, T and fellow quilters. Sandy Agger is saying hello, everyone, and also reminding people to give a thumbs up. Harriet Susan Franklin's here saying hello. And Kathleen says, T, thank you, got orders so quick. Yes. And she's talking about the sew along that we're going to do for 2023. People are getting their books now so they can figure out their fabric layout. My tea quilters are some impatient quilters. That's all I can say. It sounds so weird that we're moving towards the end of July and people want to get prepared for the 2023 sew along. And the reason why we're not starting it early is because we're still working on the 4-star general sew along right now. We've got a lot of people in there that are also doing the other one. And then it's going to be right before Christmas when we end. And I figured people might need time to finish some other UFOs since we've been doing the 4-star general, and maybe do some Christmas gifts. And then after Christmas, everybody will be ready to go. So that's my plan anyway. And so make sure you make some time, because I think we're going to do a different schedule. We're not going to be doing just a post or sewing once a month. I think we're going to do twice a month on this one. I haven't made a schedule yet, but I would really like to get this block of the month done by June of next year and not have it go for an entire year. So we shall see. We shall see. And thinking of the sew along, I do have, I think, 3 books that are not accounted for. It's either 3 or 4. I can't remember right now. Fraser Donaldson says, looking forward to sewing with you from Ontario, Canada. So another Canada person, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you commenting as well. Appreciate that. Francis Jackson says, hi, T and everyone. Stephanie saying that she loved her fabric. Thank you so much. She was also another 4-star general winner. Tiffany's Quilting Life. Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life is here. Says, hey, T and friends. Hey, Tiffany. And Mary F says, hi, everyone. I hope all is well. Prayers to Jackie. June Hanson, hi, T and everyone. I thought I was at the end. Guess not. My niece, Lisa Thompson's here saying, hello, everyone. Reminding people to give a thumbs up. And also for people that are on Facebook, if you've already paid your fees or have let me know that you're mailing a check or something like that, then please go ahead and subscribe to the Teaquilts Boho Hearts Sew Along. It's already been created. Nothing is going on. I haven't posted anything major, but just getting people into the group. So that's just one thing I don't have to do later. You'll already be in there. So I appreciate that. Mary says, T, I got my package. Thanks. Thank you, Mary. Oh, Brenda said because her granddaughter left today. Yeah, Dorsey says that's a great idea, T, waiting till after Christmas. Claudette Faddis is here saying hello, T, and everyone. Helena Marie Carter, hello, T, and all quilters. Closing on the house next Thursday. Excited. Sewing machine here. I come to get you out of storage. Now that's my birthday. So that's a nice um, thing to do. That's awesome when you're closing on a house. So congratulations on that. And hope your move goes smoothly as well. That is terrific. Hi, Shirley Lutterbuck. Lutterbeck, sorry. Lutterbeck. Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody, but sometimes I do. Teresa McCormick, good evening, Miss T and all. Glad to be with you. Leisha Moe, evening T and everyone. Glad I remembered to correct the correct time this week. That's awesome. Janice says, T, have you gotten your brother broke in yet? I sold on it today, and I'm going to tell you, I had some difficulty with sewing on some vinyl. It was like a little bit thick, like it wouldn't move. The feed dogs wouldn't move, so I'm trying to figure that part out. So sort of okay right now. I don't know. I don't have a yay or a nay right now. I'm still trying to figure it out. And I think I'm gonna try to see this needle. Yeah, it is in right. I'm hearing like a clunking sound. And I'm trying to figure out, is it my presser foot? When I do it with my hand, everything is perfect. And then when I put my feet down, I'm hearing like a clunking sound. But we shall see. So I'm working on some of that kind of stuff. Jeanette saying good evening to you and everyone. Carol B saying hello. Hey, Carol. Tiffany saying she got a quilt dropped off to Long Arm, and it's one of those boho hearts. Ain't that funny? I got one to do too. It was the one that I got to do is the girl that's in my small group, and I told her when she started doing it, I said I just bought that pattern for next year. I had purchased it in Iowa, but we had already decided to do the 4-star general at that time, and so I was waiting on the other one. So that was funny. That's one way for me to get something done is to put it on a sew along, and then I have to get it done, right? Billy Weatherreed says, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Susan, congratulations to Carla Ford. She got a new baby. So I must have missed that. I don't know what that is. And Claudette is saying a vinyl or Teflon would work better. And that's the stuff that they didn't have in here. I didn't have anything. And I guess I could have tried putting, well, I was sewing at we had scrap quilting club today, hence my shirt. And so I was at club and I didn't have any tape that I could put under the foot. And I've seen videos where people are sewing and they just put a piece of like masking tape underneath their presser foot, and that helps. And little Paige down here got the nerve to be snoring. Okay. But yeah. Hi, Crystal Lewis saying hi to everybody. Leetta Bryant's here saying hi, TNT Quilts. Just got to see Leetta. It's been since Leetta and I were friends of Diana when I did that huge estate sale in 2021. So it was good to see her. I haven't seen Leetta in over a year. So it was good to meet back up. And Jackie says, when hers make the clunkies, usually need cleaning. I oiled it and then I just put it back together. So I'm hoping there was nothing in there that was clean. Now, I guess I didn't look under here, but I will. I may have to take that part off. And then I'm on a camera where I've never done that, so that's going to be really funny, isn't it? Hey. Oh, that's funny. But I will check that. Teresa McCormick says, I haven't tried it, but her tissue paper under vinyl helps it to slide. And Kathleen says, T, what's the group name for Boho Heart on Facebook? I didn't hear you correctly. Can't find it at Teaquilts. It's Teaquilts, Boho Hearts, Sew Along. That's the name of it. I've been seeing people on that iPad. I've been seeing drop downs of people that are requesting it. So it is coming up in the Facebook search. So make sure you're on the Facebook search and not in another group. Guess who's Nancy says, what kind of dog is Paige? She's a mix of a Shih Tzu and something else. Okay. I don't know what that something else is. And Brenda says she's having trouble finding it too. So let me leave that phone there so I don't have to move it. And let me see if I can go find it and paste it for you guys. Invite. Share group. I just want to copy this link. And then I've got to get in here on here. I just hate to get off the screen on that one because it's a problem. And this is the one where Carla Ford is on the thumbnail. So we'll talk a little bit about Carla. And this was my first time meeting Carla. Came all the way from California area to attend retreat. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this was Carla's first retreat. She was one of maybe 10 to 12 people that they actually traveled to come to their very first retreat. So I was really honored that they did that. So I don't know a whole lot about Carla other than I just feel she's very nice and she made a beautiful stack and whack quilt. I can tell you that. But yes, let me paste this in here for you guys. And Facebook. Now remember, joining this group is only for people that have purchased the book from me. If you haven't, I'm gonna not approve your request. So don't waste my time or your time doing that. This is a private group for those that purchased the pattern through me. I want to get out of here because I don't need all this stuff on the internet causing a ruckus. Okay, so we got that done. And then I'll pin it up at the top so you all will see it. So we like crumbs? No, I must have missed something. Hold on. Thank you, Sue, for trying to help as well. Maddie Barnum says, hi, T and everyone. I got my book in the mail. Thank you. You're welcome. Tom Eckery is here saying, hey, T and all T quilters. Hit that thumbs up for Miss T. Hey, Tom. Thank you so much. So we like crumbs says, hi, Miss T and T quilters and all the quilting family. So, yes. All right. So this is a little bag that I made. I have a little D-ring on this one, and I wasn't even thinking that I should make this D-ring so it wouldn't move, but I put little tabs on each side so that I could just zip it. I doubt if I put anything on this D-ring because I don't know what I would be doing unless hanging this on something, and I don't normally have stuff that I can hang items on. I did go and use vinyl because I had this bag made already, and then I thought you might want to put your name on here, and so I did go back and put HTV, heat transfer vinyl, on here so that if I leave this at retreat or at scrap club or something like that, then I know that this is my items. Everybody there will know that these are my items. Some things don't get back to you because they're not marked. So I made this one. This one I actually put 2 pieces of 80-20 batting. I just used some scraps that I had. Used 2 pieces. It actually stands up pretty good with that. Now this one I made today at Scrap Club because I was using the vinyl. Because again, I'm trying to see what types of fabrics work on this. And I done this one. And I use vinyl with just one layer of 80/20, and it will stand up too. It doesn't have anything in it to give it weight on the bottom like the one that's filled. But I just thought that I would make another bag. I can always use a accessory bag to put stuff in. And then I just use my brand tag on here for this one. And I used vinyl like that was in sheet vinyl, so it wasn't big enough. So I was just cutting extra pieces so that I could get it to size that I want. And then I put another little D-ring on here, but this time I stitched this D-ring down. I guess I could still stitch this D-ring down, but I kind of like the D-ring just hanging there and not coming all the way back down to where the zipper pull is. So that's what that is. All right. I'm gonna be needing, no, I'm not gonna need that. I'm hoping I don't have to take this machine apart right now. I gotta go back and find where I left off, guys, because it still was running. And Bonita, who was Carla's table mate, got to know her better than I did, so that's good. She says Carla is fun, loving, great organizer, and a master of patience. So that's pretty good. Because I got to talk with everybody and got to know everybody, but I really didn't like get to talk with it, like get into deep conversations. I was mostly just talking with people, mostly in the cafeterias when we were having meals, because I would sit at different tables with different people. Renee White says, how do I get a book, please? I don't have them on my website yet, but they're $31 with shipping. And if you email me, I can send you a PayPal invoice, or you can pay through CashApp, $31 to $Teaquilts, and then email me your address. So either way that's convenient for you to pay, just let me know. But I still need to have your address so that I can mail you your book. The last ones are coming in tomorrow. I had placed a second order without even telling you guys, and they held the order up. It got held up in queue for some reason, and I trying to be patient because I know things happen in companies. They told me when I first signed up that they ship within 24 hours, so I'm like, okay, maybe I should give them a couple of days or something, because I can't even remember what time I ordered on Monday. And then by Friday, my order still hadn't shipped. So when I called them, they were saying, yeah, you're a new customer. Most times our first order gets held up. I say, but this is my second order, so I don't understand why it's getting held up. But it was just held up in queue by some fluke. Somebody stopped it, and they told me that they would get it in the mail on Monday. I saw that they did get it in the mail late Friday, so hopefully it'll come earlier than what I'm thinking it's gonna come. So that's with the book. Like I said, I have like 3 or 4 more. I don't have the list in here tonight, but that's what I do know. It's not more than that unless somebody on the list doesn't pay. I do have a few people that haven't paid their PayPal invoices. Carrie Richards says, hi T and everyone. Stephanie saying, I might just buy the book so I can come and encourage you guys along. Tiffany's going to eat dinner. Jeanette says, I already had the pattern in my stash. Sue says, and if you already have the pattern and you want to join, you can cash app $10 to Teaquilts to join our group if you want. And the reason that it's not going to be free is, number one, you didn't buy your book for me. Number two, I am going to be providing schedules and giving tips and helping people if you get stuck. And number three is I'm going to be doing prizes. And so most of the times I'm running groups like Scrap Quilting Club and also my sew-alongs. I'm the one that's providing all the prizes straight out of my budget. And so this way I have some money for prizes as well. So that's basically where the money will be going. Sue says, Carl is also a beautiful soul with a new owner of a 301. Oh, that's what she got. Okay. LBOW. I don't know what all that stuff means. Thank you, Avita, saying nice bag. Kathleen says, laughing out loud. I didn't look yet. Been so busy. How many colors are suggesting in the boho heart pattern? Brenda, have you checked yet? She's talking to Brenda because I'm not answering any of those questions. Maddie says, pretty bag. Thank you. Joe Carmel Perkins is here. Says, hello, Teaquilters. I'm late, but I made it. Hey, girl. Hey. Like your bags. Thank you. And the first one, I'm still going to be, I got squares here that I just pulled out more squares that I can just use some of this stuff. It's just sitting there. So they're just nothing fancy when you're just making utilitarian bags, just something that's functional. And I like the size of these. I actually, where did I put it? I got all of my accessories in here for the brother. And then I can also force in this bobbin case, which I'm not going to put in now, but I can force this in here and it'll fit. And here I am putting it in here anyway. But see that? And so it actually holds a lot, but it's a small size and it's not really a big piece of fabric, but I felt like the size was really good. And like I said, this one was just all 2-inch squares, just getting rid of stuff. Yeah, and then even your name can be machine embroidered on before you even start making the bag as well. So you got different things you can do with it. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, June. T. Robert says, good evening, all Teaquilters. And Diane 57 is here going, hi, T and friends. Hey, Diane, miss you, girl. Hope everything's been going fine. Clay Ottermeyer says, hi, everyone. Hi, Clay. Veronica C. saying CashApp. I have to look on this other phone. I don't know. My CashApp is $Teaquilts. I'll put it here. That's the CashApp. Carla loves shades of blue, and she is professional packer, laughing out loud. She was able to bring her sewing machine, ironing board, clappers, and ruler sets to retreat, laughing out loud. Now, that's funny. Okay, Jeanette. Got you. And if you Cash App me, just email me. If you're Cash Apping just to join the group, then make sure that you email me and then let me know your Facebook name, because sometimes your name on your business stuff and your name in YouTube and your name on Facebook and your name on Instagram, they're all different. So make sure that you let me know who it is, because I'm only letting one person in per sign up, so I know it's you. Sheila Willis is here saying hello, T and everyone. I just went online and signed up for the group. Hopefully I did everything right. That's Darcy. And I'm not going to be handling those right now till it's 8. Hello, where you been? Says, I finally caught you live. Deborah says, good night, everybody. Good night, Deborah. Francis says, I signed up for Boho Hearts on Facebook, so they're doing that. Did she make that little bag, or is she selling it? You know what? I'm going to be making more bags. I got the patchwork bag. This one was the one I made on vinyl, and I think I need to invest in a vinyl foot for this brother. This one is one that I made. This is the one that I'm actually using. I put my name on here. But on the other ones, I'll just be putting a Teaquilts tag like this that I made it. So, yeah. Just making bags. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with them yet, but hey, if they sell, they'll sell. I'm just sewing to use the machine and trying to sew bulky items more than just piecing. Hi Sue, just finished the Southern California quilters run. It cost me more in gas than I bought in fabric. Ain't that something? It happens like that sometimes. That's from Joe Carmel. Hey, Remo JS says, good evening, Tea and Quilters. 47 thumbs up, 97 watching. Show your support. As I'm making these bags, I will be putting them on my website. I'm actually also going to be putting some quilts. I pulled a few quilts out of the stash. I'm going to be taking photos of those and putting them on my page as well. I'm going to have to make a new page under my products for completed items. And this machine is on. To me, it doesn't have a whole lot of light. I'm going to cut this light off. It don't even look too much different. You just, very little difference in light. You see it right in this area. And that's about it. So I added another light on here. So I'm going to cut that on. I just didn't want people to be confused when I get more light here. Now I got some light, okay? I like a lot of light. Joe Carmel is asking, have I named my new machine? Nope. I like the postage stamp bag. Yeah, and that's what I got more of here. I got more squares here just randomly pulled, and I'm going to be randomly sewing together. I think I took out enough to make like 4 bags. Now, we had a whole lot of discussion on the Facebook group about this needle threader. I do not like this needle threader. I can tell you that. I think the reason why it's different for us is because the needle is to the side, and that is totally different. The other thing is, before you even try to use it, you got to make sure that your needle is in the up position. And I have figured out how to get it to work, but it doesn't work the first time, all the time. It's crazy. That they could have left it off if the but I'm up here trying to use it. I'm trying to learn it so that if I find out any tips later, I can help somebody. But right now, it looks like I need to be helped. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So it might take me up to 5 times or something before I can get this. That was my first. Once I get it hooked up, and I need to pull this because I see oil on here. I see oil on the needle threader. Wipe that off. I see oil getting onto my thread. I don't know where it's coming from, but my thread is darker in color. I haven't pulled anything out of its place yet. But this needle threader is a waste of time. Crazy. And then the one time, a few times I did get it threaded with the needle threader. Of course, I could have had this in here already. And then it works that time. My thread was twisted behind the needle instead of being in front of the needle. So it was kind of like wrapped around the needle. So I had to take it off. So you got to be careful and got to watch all of that too. So. And Carol B says she had to put a light on her machine too. Yes, honey, I don't be messing around. Jane says she dislikes the threader also. T says I absolutely cannot use my needle threader. I just use a wire one. It was too frustrating. That's Jane. Yep. I like my needle threader. That's Diane. I have different brother, but the needle threader works great from Darcy. Yeah. I don't know why I'm pulling that because that's not what we're sewing on. We're sewing on which I don't even think I put in the title because I wasn't sure what I was sewing on, is we're working on those blocks that I sewed for Not Today. I need to knock these feet out because it was bouncing over here. So we're gonna sew on these blocks here so I can get them. Hopefully, I guess I need to sew on a piece of scrap first. I had the little white piece up here. I don't know where I moved it to now that came on the machine. I guess I got rid of it. Because then I don't want to use my fabric, you know? Just terrible. I thought I had laid it up here, but I guess I did not. I got a piece of interfacing here. We can sew on that. We're just sewing to see what it's sounding like. See how that just sounds weird to me. I don't remember it sounding like that before. Is it me? Just sounds weird. But the stitch is good. And I oiled it before I left Scrap Club. I did take it to Scrap Club today. And I oiled it before I left to make sure it wasn't that. And yeah. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with this. I'm going to have to figure out why is it making this clunking noise. It's weird. I don't remember that before. And it just started. Well, like I said, I was working on thick fabric, so I'm thinking it had something to do with that. And then when I went back and sewed just a few pieces of these squares, I sewed just a few pieces to after I oiled it to see if it made a difference. Kevin said it was quieter, so I may have to see if there's something in here, dirt in there. And Dorothy's saying she likes how long the table is. I just close one eye and hope for the best. That's Dorothy talking about, I think, with the needle threader. Leetta says hers work great. Chillis, I'm so afraid to try my new machine. I don't like problems. I have Bernina and Burnett, but I found the vintage Jenny. I tested it out and it works, but I cannot tell you anything about it. And I'm trying to do better, like using stuff and not having it just sit there. So, yeah. So, these are pretty big. I could use a pen by the time I get down here, but you know, it's just fun sewing. And I'm going to have to figure out why it's making all this noise. Darcy is reminding people to hit that thumbs up button. So thank you. Says it's only 54 of them there. So hit the thumbs up if you can, please. Mary says, I don't remember it sounding like that last Wednesday. Me either. So I have no idea. I changed the needle and I've changed feet. So let me... You know, this is part of quilting. Sometimes when you're sewing, we're not really sewing. We're working on issues with our machine. So, because I don't want to damage it if it's something that I've done. So let's take the foot off and let's take the needle out because I went to a thicker needle today. So I've changed both of those. And I'll also make sure there's no dirt underneath there because I didn't open that up. So let me get both of these... screwdrivers because I don't want to do something and it's my fault, you know. So we'll start with this and take this foot off so it's out of the way and take the needle out. We're going to just get rid of all the stuff that could get me because I don't want it to be me doing something wrong, the reason why it's not working. And I'm wondering too, Maybe I need a new needle. So we can try that. We're going to do it all. Because maybe when I was sewing the thick vinyl, I may have damaged the first needle, but I did put in a heavy duty needle, but I had done some stitching already on it. So let's make sure that's not the problem. Get another one of those. Oops, I just lost the I just lost the needle somewhere around here. I didn't put it in the bag because I was trying to sort them. I'll find it when I don't want to find it, where I don't want to find it, like in my foot. I don't know where it popped to, but we'll worry about that one later. Okay, this is the new needle. I'm going to stick this old one over here to get rid of it. But we're also going to go ahead and clean. We're going to do the whole thing because I've oiled it already. I just want to make sure there's nothing in here. And I pray I can get this back together, okay? Doing something for the first time, doing a live. So the needle could be making it make that sound. Oh my, whole thing coming up. Because it didn't look dirty. And it doesn't look dirty. It's just got a little bit on this. Well, that's not even anything that's coming off. So it's not really dirty. All right, so we can put this back on. And we're going to see if it was the needle that was causing the problem. Because that could be. Hey, wash your hands, saying better late than never. Kathy's got to run. Time for dinner. Have a great night, everyone. Yeah, so a lot of people saying that it's like that. Okay, so Jane says it sounds like the needle wasn't set. So I'm going to put in a new needle. And like I said, this is all new to me. I have a featherweight that goes in sideways, but I have hardly used that machine, so I'm not really used to it. A sideways needle, and I think that's another reason why I'm not, I think that the needle threader is difficult to use. It's because it's all sideways. And then how you have to hook the thread around that pin. It's kind of labor intensive. I was hoping I'm going to have to order that again. I don't know where it's at. It might be in one of my cases hiding, but it's one of those little knobby screwdrivers. Is this it? This is one, yeah. It's like a screwdriver, but it's a flat disc. And so you can just put it on there and then just turn it. A lot better. I'm going to have to order me another one of these. It's clear. I thought it was red. But it's clear. That's why I couldn't find it. Let me just show you all that for people. It's got a little indentation. It's a straight blade or something in here. And then it sits in the flathead screwdriver, the head of the screw. And so then you can tighten. I like that. I might put this in my case right here. Add it to my brother's stuff. So I really ain't going to have it when I get to the next machine, right? All right. Next thing we need to put on is the foot. But I guess I need the screwdrivers back for that. I got this long one here. Okay. Then they tell you you can sit it down and tighten it. And then lift it back up. And give it final tighten. So that's still not even in there. All right, now we're with the needle. Sideways needle. I'm trying to make sure I don't turn it. But I'm left-handed, and I think I gotta use my right. Okay, it feels like it's all the way up. And I think I'm gonna tighten with the big one anyway, so. Okay. Needles, everything's put back up. All right, raise this presser foot so I can rethread again because we love the threader, you know. Okay, make sure this needle is up. That's the other thing, you gotta make sure that needle is up, otherwise it's gonna get caught on your foot. And you can't put the foot down because if the foot down locks the thread into the tension, and then you can't do it. See how I did it the first time that time? It just has a mind of its own. Just want to get these cut. Put this back over here so it's not in the way of my pieces. And we're going to try another one, see what this sounds like now. I threatened to send it back today with Kevin. It's like, if it don't want to behave, I'm going to put it back in the box. The deep groove goes to the outside, yes. I got that. Remo's working on her 4-star general. And see, it sold fine. This is masterpiece thread. And it sold fine Wednesday. It just all of a sudden while I was sewing the bags, and I think I'm almost thinking that Jane probably is right. I'm hoping that it's the needle. Maybe the needle was slightly bent. And you can't see some of that stuff. It's still making noise though. I don't know what that is. It's like something is off. The one last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take this bobbin out and make sure it's in here right. And it should be going counterclockwise. Thread should be going backwards. So this is backwards. And right there. Because you just never know. It'd be one little thing that's causing all the trouble. So we're going to try it all. All right, next piece. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Prayers for your dad, Remo. That didn't fix it either. Mary's just curious, why do you prefer Masterpiece thread to piece with over Orfil? It's cheaper, but it's still a good brand of thread. There is the difference of one being a 2-ply and the other being a 3-ply, but they're both 50 weight. So I didn't have any problems with that. The flat of the needle is in the right direction. I made sure I put that in. I think I mentioned that. Put a strip of colored tape on the screwdriver. Put a strip of colored tape. Oh, because it's clear. Okay, I know what you're saying. I got some tape I can put on there. Some marking stuff I can put on there. I was like, huh? Francis says, T, I think it's the needle. Yeah, I just put a new one in. And wash your hands says it's not an oil issue. I oiled, and even when I just took the bobbin out, my hand was filled with oil when I came out of there. And they're saying that the bobbin don't sound right. That's what Eric is saying. See, and I just did that too. I'll take it out and put it the other way. The way it's not supposed to be. Because they said it was supposed to. Okay, so when you put it in here, okay, it says the thread should be coming off backwards, counterclockwise. That's what I think I had in here. I'm going to try it. And I'm just going to sew some of these squares to see if it makes a difference really fast. Because otherwise I'll be sewing these. I got 10-inch seams I'm sewing here. Yeah, this is just weird that I got this noise. It's like, and I have changed everything. It started after I've, of course, changed needle, changed presser foot. I did change presser foot when I made the other bag, and that wasn't a problem. So I don't feel like it's a presser foot issue. So the thread was going off the back way. Still kind of noisy. And I put oil in it before I left Scrap Club, so it shouldn't be that. And wash your hands and saying turn it off and back on. Sometimes that works. Okay, so let's rethread the whole thing. I'm just trying not to lose pieces. Okay, so let's take it all out. Okay. Trying to make sure I put this in here so it's coming off right. Go all the way back to the needle threading. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. It's just because I'm live, okay? I've been putting it in there every other time. I might need to cut my thread too because the needle threader cut it. It might not be ready to. So put it in here, go down. Hook it into that, come down, go into here, go back in there. And it wasn't sounding like that before I took the needle out. And the bobbin. That was my first time taking the bobbin out. Well, I think I took the bobbin out while I was live, but I put it right back in. I'm sitting up here talking and my thread done went back around the tension. I got a long piece of thread. And that's the other thing. I've wasted more thread on this thing because I haven't been chain piecing. Because I was making the bag. And then I want to make sure I get this up all the way. Needle threader down. Whoops. I'm putting the thread in and it's coming back out. Not that time. Second time it worked. Okay. I'll put this thread in the other way. What I think is the wrong way. We shall see. And I did wind this bobbin because I ran out of thread too. So that's another thing that it could be, but it is an original bobbin. And now I got to pull that up. All right, let's try it again. I'm loving the tips though. I don't care if I don't progress on my project. I want this machine sounding right. And I don't know what it is that I've done to it since Wednesday. And I made sure the needle is straight in the hole. It's not hitting the foot. It's just weird. My feed dog control is in the right position. It's in the end. I can increase. No, I don't want to increase, do I? Let's put it right there and see. I'm going to slightly decrease. It's still in the green. Make sure it's not that. I have no idea. I'm so lost. This is crazy. I don't know what it is. We're going to try some different thread. Did I raise my needle lift when you were sewing the vinyl? I don't have anything that will raise the needle lift. I don't know what that means. That's from Tom. I don't know what that means. So I'm going to try some R-fill thread. just to make sure. Okay. Try this one. And I already know I need to cut this. I can't, it's so curvy on the end. Can't even get it in here. Now this thread feels thinner than the other one. For some reason, even though they're both 50 weight. Okay. This in there. Raise the needle up. And I'm going to keep using this needle threader since one of us is going to have to give at some point, but I'm trying to see if there's just some magic to it. All right. Let's just see if changing the top thread made any difference. And I put that bobbin in the opposite of what I had before. And let's sew this one. Let's see what we got here. I got a lot of black here I'm trying to mix up. Just happened to be my colors. Some of my colors were cut together. I'm not really planning where they're going. Ah! It's still making some noise, but sounds a little better maybe. I don't know. Still loud. Okay, Tiffany says, it sounds like the bobbin case tension is way loose. So, I need to cut this thread first. Because I'm just sewing on small pieces, trying to get it. Yeah, it's wanting to lift out of my hand, but it's sitting there. So I do this tension with my long arm. So it's doing exactly that. See how it sits up by itself? And then when you pull, it's wanting to lift up, but it doesn't. And that's how I do the tension on my long arm. And the thread, the seams are perfect. It's sewing perfect seams. So just weird. If you remove the thread and pull out the bobbin, does it make that sound? No, it does not. So it's this bobbin. And it's an original bobbin. It's wound really good. This is one that I wound. So thank you, Tiffany. Because it's not doing it. Okay. So that's without a bobbin. So something with the bobbin, and there's not but just a speck of dirt in here. I don't think that's even. I know I'm on the mic, guys. Sorry. Let me just make sure that's not the problem. Let me just wipe in here to make sure it's just something I don't see maybe in here. Nothing on the brush. So it's something with this bobbin. You need to raise the presser foot. Okay, this is what I found. When I thread and put it up to get this needle in there, sometimes it's still up a little bit more than when it cuts with the needle threader. So I have to always raise it up when I'm threading. And this thread is going away from me. I'm wrapping away from me. So then I don't know how I'm supposed to put that into the case. To me, I'm supposed to put it in so that it's going backwards. You have to make sure that the bobbin makes a clicking sound when you put it in. I had the same problem and sound on mine. So I did hear the clicks every time I pushed it in there. Now I opened it up, opened the lever and put it in there, and I didn't hear a click that time. But if I close it and put it in, then I hear the click. Let me go down to the bottom. Hold on, I saw Tiffany again. The presser foot should be at the bottom right, below dot 2 for regular fabric. The presser foot should be at the bottom the pressure for the foot should be at the bottom right. I don't even know what she's talking about when she's talking about a dot. And then because I was just sewing it, it's just stuck in the tension now because I was just pressing it. So I need to take this out. Oh, I got the needle down. That's what it is. Okay, my foot was down. I think they're outside popping fireworks again. Okay. I'm using 50 weight thread. My feed dogs are up. Yep. It's in the green position. And I've got my lever over here on the green position. I'll move that and make sure. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. And this is part of sewing. This is why you be in your room for hours and you get nothing done. Because you're trying to fix, figure out stuff that you're not aware of. So I now know that it is the bobbin. So it's me, but I don't know what's causing it, which is weird. I put this bobbin in both ways, and so I might have to do some adjustments, might have to tighten it. But it was sewing fine before, which is so weird. I just don't get what changed. That sounded better than it did, but I probably need to sew on a longer piece so I can really hear it. Because the stitch is fine. All right. Okay. I got pieces everywhere, right? And long threads. I can't stand long threads. All the rethreading, the breaking, yeah. Get some of this stuff cut. And one here. Okay. So much for sewing chat tonight, right? It's already an hour in. Okay. Tiffany is saying that the bobbin needs to lift out of my hand. She's more of an expert with this machine than I am. So it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and I need to see which one of these screws I'm supposed to tighten, because I haven't tightened a bobbin in a long time. So let me make sure I'm getting the right screw. Don't want to get the wrong one. Page 17 is tension test. Okay. I just don't understand why it would be the bobbin tension when it was sewing right before. Bobbin thread should feel smoothly. Adjust bobbin thread to match that of upper thread. If bobbin thread is too tight, it may cause fabric to bunch up. Correct thread tension. I'm using the right needle. It didn't talk about adjusting the bobbin for tension. It's mostly talking about the tension dial. And then changing presser feed is that way. So let's go back to threading the bobbin. It doesn't talk about making adjustments to the, latch spring, notch thread. It just talks about threading. Bobbin should be positioned so it winds to the left, which is what I put in. It was winding to the left. So if I have this in this hand, this should be going over. And that's how I put it in. It's going over. But Tiffany thinks I need to adjust it, but it doesn't say which way. Doesn't talk about that at all. Just conveniently not there. Okay. I got 2 screws on here, Tiffany. Am I adjusting the larger screw here on the bottom, or am I adjusting the tiny screw? That's the one I don't know. And I'm going to the bottom so I can read your comment. Okay, thank you. Because I didn't want to mess with the wrong screw. And I know it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so... And you said I need it tighter. Okay. And let me put this... She's saying put the thread in clockwise, not counter. Because they got it going counterclockwise. Okay, I can feel it tighter coming out the bobbin. And see, now it's not coming up at all. The thread's not coming off, so that's too tight. Just make micro adjustments here. Still not moving. I'm reading you, Tiffany. Thank you. I'm just going to put it in even though it's a little tight and see what it does. It feels a little tight to me. It was perfect before where it was picking up and not lifting out of my hand. But she's had this machine longer than me. Can't hurt but to try it. That's a snap in. Cut the thread. And rethread this one. You all get to see me use this needle threader a gazillion times and fail. Okay, now my thread has come out of the thread guide over here under the hook. Okay. Talk about some thread, boy. First time try here. Woohoo! Okay, I want to pull up the bobbin thread when I first start. And hold on to those. And let's sew a seam with it tightened. And I put the thread in clockwise. I put it in the way I normally do on my long arm. Because I thought that was weird that it was opposite. And let me sew on a long piece. It sounds better right there. Sew on a longer piece so I can really press the pedal for a minute. So. Sorry guys, this is part of quilting, you know? You have to troubleshoot. I don't know. Hi, Val. She says, Canada here, also Ontario. Hey, and welcome to the chat. Oh, she's talking about the dial over there. Okay. Okay. That's what she's talking about, that. She's talking about the thread tension. No, the bobbin tension, I guess. The stitch length. That's the stitch length. I don't know. It's just weird. And I'm still getting good stitches. It's just noisy as all get out. And like I said, it's not because due to lack of oil. Because I put oil in here, but I'll put some more. And it wasn't making that noise. And I oiled the bottom when I first started. So this one I oiled at the sewing at my scrap club meeting. So I shouldn't have to oil the bobbin. Now, like I said, every time I take the bobbin out, I'm getting oil on my hand. So let's try that. But it's just like a clanking sound. Weird, weird, weird. And now I'm just sewing these little squares because I'm just trying to shoot stuff through here that's not fast. Just weird. Weird, weird, weird. I have no idea. Okay. And Diane says, that's too tight. Maybe it needed loosening. Thank you, Rich. He says, it's okay, T. We're on your side. Don't let the machine get the best of you. I'm trying to have patience and figure it out. And I know I didn't have any problems until, like I said, I changed the needle and I changed the bobbin. I ran out of bobbin. So and Tiffany says the pressure gauge now. So you're talking about the tension that's the one that the thread is running into, that tension gauge. Is that what you're talking about now, Tiffany? Yeah, it is a lot. It sounds better than it was. Hi, Connie, saying she just got home. Probably have to watch a rerun. Hope everyone is doing great this evening. Girl, we're trying to figure out this sewing machine, okay? Did you try a different bobbin? Try running. Loosen the bobbin. It's too tight. It brings the bobbin bouncing around. And I didn't try. This is the, I can't remember what's the first bobbin that was in here that came in the machine because I wound 4. I think this one was the last one that I wound, but it was also all bobbins from the, it wasn't any bobbins. All these bobbins came with this machine that I've been putting in here. I haven't even wound any generic bobbins. I did order some bobbins that came in off Amazon. I can change bobbins. And it looks like, I mean, it looks like it's wound pretty good. So I don't think it's that. Clockwise. So it's got something to do with this bobbin. Ain't that weird how so sensitive some machines are? Because it sure wasn't making that loud noise without the bobbin in there, or without the bobbin and the thread, that's for sure. So it's got something to do with this bobbin. And then I'm gonna loosen the tension and see if it's too tight, and then see what it does to the thread. Sounds like that sounded less. It sounded less noisy. I don't know. Let me put a long piece in. I always have to check on a long piece. Still, I just don't remember it sewing this loud. Maybe it's me. And loosen the tension on here just a little bit, because I still think it might be too tight. I put in a different bobbin. So put this in, pull it around. Just a little tight. Okay, that's too loose. It's just pulling off of there now. It's like a fine line between tight and loose, that's for sure. Now that one don't lift out, but it's like very close. So righty tighty. We'll try right there. And how do they tell you to put this bobbin in here? And they tell you to just open it. Let me see if it's any details in here. When I open it, I don't hear it click when I close the door. So this is really sad. It has turned into a sewing machine video. I'm so sorry. Goodness gracious. Oops. I just knocked something off the table. Oh, it was the screwdriver. Yeah, they have the door open. Pull the latch lever of the bobbin case out and push the bobbin case into the shuttle race and release the latch. If the latch lever on the bobbin case is not set securely on the hook, it may fly off during sewing. Rotate the hand wheel one full rotation towards you to check that the bobbin case is set securely. So it don't tell you to put it in closed, but And then it doesn't say anything about it snapping, but I have done many machines and have put them in there without it being that way. I don't think that's the problem. I don't think it's that persnickety. But hey, just trying stuff. And then trying to make sure I don't lose my parts. Okay, always starting on a small piece first. Oh, and I gotta rotate the wheel to get the bobbin thread up. But I use my needle threader, so now my thread is little. The needle cutter, I mean. Bobbin thread is up. It's just not long enough to catch it. Oh, goodness gracious. And all my tweezers are at my long arm because I pulled them all over there trying to look for the best pair. But those little medical things work. All right, let's try this one more time. We're going to try it more than one more time, but you know. That sounds better. Let's try it on a longer one. It sounds a little bit better. And I'm not bouncing. Like, I was trying to make sure that I wasn't bouncing. That wasn't causing the problem. But it didn't do it again when I didn't have the bobbin in. So let's try this again. I loosened the tension up here at the top. I don't know. And I've got oil everywhere, so. I don't know. We're just gonna sew so we can get a few pieces done. Oh, I lost you all. Hold on. Screensaver. Thank you, Darcy, reminding people to subscribe to the channel. Also to give thumbs up. Appreciate that. The pressure gauge is too high. When she's saying the pressure gauge, I don't know if she's talking about, I got stitch length button and then I've got my thread tension. And then I've got where this is sitting, the height of my presser foot, which is in the normal position. And then I've got it clicked over here. I don't have many things to, and my bobbin thing is released. Just trying to make sure it's not that. Let me just sew one more thing. Just sometimes making a slight adjustment of something might work. I'll just have to sit down and play with it some. I don't know if I'm going to have time tomorrow, but it actually sounds better. Every little thing I do, it sounds just a tad better. Sounds like the pressure gauge is too high. It's odd. Now I got to go and listen to last video so I can see if there was a difference. Yeah, me too, Stephanie. I'm thinking the same thing. Oh, Tiff sent me a video via Messenger. Okay, I'll watch that. Thank you, Joe Carmel, for letting me know she did it, and thanks, Tiff. I don't know if you've seen a bit above, T, but I sent you 2 short videos. Okay. It actually sounds a little better. That sounds better. That's not clanking. Maybe it was, I wound the bobbins, and maybe this didn't get released all the way. How does that sound, Tiffany? And she says, how does the stitches look? Because I haven't checked. Because I've changed a lot of things over here. Yeah, it's really good. I can pull. I got good tension. I lowered the tension. I tightened, lowered my thread tension on the top. Increased the bobbin tension. And I've got my stitches in between closer to 2. I had it at the middle of 2.5, but I got it at like maybe 2.25. It might have been this bobbin. Yeah, that does sound, so people are saying it sounds much better. So let me sew one more. It could have just been that this lever was, it was not engaged, but it could have been that it was not fully to the left and it was making that noise. Because I know that's the only thing I did was I changed bobbins, changed feet, and I had changed feet before, and I changed needle. So it was like one of those things. Yeah, it's not clanking. It's just, to me, it's not clanking. So now I have to go back and see. That sounds more like a sewing machine that's just sewing than a clanking noise. Okay. Goodness gracious. Isn't this something? It was just this bobbin lever. But I got some other fine tuning too, so I appreciate Tiffany in here, and I'm going to watch those videos too. Because like I said, I'm not used to manual machines. My tensions are all adjusted automatically on most of the machines that I have. And like I said, I have a featherweight, but I hardly ever use it. But that's what I'm going to really start taking to Scrap Club, because this machine is too heavy. I just wanted to not go to a different machine today because I'm trying to make myself sew on this to get comfortable. And I will have to order a couple of feet. I'm going to have to go to Brother and see what they have. Okay, thanks, Stephanie. She said that she went to go check it, and it sounds about the same now. Yeah, because now I think it's just speed sewing noise. It's not that clanking noise. It sounded like something was going to blow up over here. And I don't like that. It's scaring me to sew. I think I've got it fine-tuned now, though. Appreciate Tiffany's help, and then she sent me some videos too, so I can know what she was talking about earlier. But I think I figured it out. Okay, Tiffany. So she says it does sound better, but she can still hear a slight clank, but it's not as loud. I'm putting this up to my ear every time you sew. Okay, so I will watch those videos. I don't want to watch videos while I'm live with you guys, but I will watch the videos and make the final adjustments. But it is a whole lot better. So it could be now that my bobbin is too tight, because maybe I didn't need to do the bobbin, but my thread tension probably needed to be released a little bit. It's just like right under the line for 4. That's where my thread tension is now, my upper tension, the top thread. And I can't remember how I put the bobbin in that last time. Tiffany says, I didn't expect you to watch them while you were live. Hey, if it was to the point where I couldn't get any sewing done, there's no telling what I would have done. But at least it sounds a little better. Let me put this in here. Don't want to be losing anything. Any other parts. And This is I got 2 more long pieces to sew. When you first started on Wednesday, it started with a loud clank. You made an adjustment, and now it sounds the same from the last video. Okay, because I don't even remember that. So, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that because that helps, and I can't do that while I'm live because I'm sure sitting up here thinking I'm going to go watch Wednesday's video so I can see how this machine sounded. All right. So 2 more pairs of these squares. And all right. All right. What I just sewed, you all have seen these blocks before. It's part of a pattern that's called Not Today. And they have this, I don't know what size their squares finished at, but I feel like I doubled them. And my squares finished at 5 inches. But I feel like I doubled them. I cut this out last year and just had it put aside. And I think it kind of looks like a wrench. Look at that. But I think I'm going to make a modification and add another piece in this corner here and on some of the blocks, I think. And so I'm going to change it up a little bit. So I'm going to have to end up cutting some more floral fabric. So, but that's what I'm sewing on, just trying to get some of these pieces made into these block units like that. I got one here that I pressed. It's just, well, it's not been pressed. I just pressed it last time with my wooden iron, what I call a wood iron, just to get it so that I could show it to you all. But it hasn't been pressed with a heated iron. Still got, you know, my seams are lifted all up here. So yeah, but that's what I am working on. It's a pattern called Not Today, but they're much smaller. But I was trying to make it, I had all of these florals out, had large pieces. And so I just said, let's just supersize this and see what it looks like. So I have no idea. Now I'm thinking I'm going to do some modifications because this background area is going to be big. I thought I was going to be doing some either machine quilting or machine embroidery, but I've decided I don't want to do that. So unless I find like one piece of applique, something that I can use that's big, like a big applique something, I don't know. I don't want to put a heart in there, so I don't know what I'm going to do if I do applique. So let's go down here. Oh, Eric saying video, Zoom tomorrow. His video crashed again, got to go. Zoom tomorrow night for anyone that wants to join. Info is on the Teaquilts Facebook group. Okay, thank you. Okay. So thank you, Eric. So on, T. At least you don't have to worry about sending it back. Returning purchases. Pretty fabric, yeah. Zoom is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think it's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you, Rich. Saying that's a pretty block. Wash your hands says, T makes me want to get up and start sewing. Yeah, I got quite a few of these little things here. And so at least they, I've been sewing these into pairs. At least they matched up. So at least my numbers are right through all this drama I've been through over here. I think it was just mostly the lever. And so that lever was just like, I don't know, like a 30 seconds off or something. But that's weird because it didn't do it when the thread was in there. When the bobbin was out, it didn't do it. Still weird. All right. So I'll just sew with these. I won't worry about my big pieces right now. I got all of those that I had paired up sewed, so I need to make more half square triangles and more 3-piece triangles. Thanks, Joe Carmel. She says, nice job, promise. Yeah, I'm taking information because Tiffany has taught me a lot. Just from being in this chat, I appreciate Tiffany helping me out. Lynette Williams is here, says, good evening, everyone. Almost missed it. Getting off work soon. Yay! So, thank you, everyone, for all your great input in solving this problem. Great jobs, ladies. Yes, that's from Rich. Yes, I appreciate all the comments. I was trying to read as many as I could. And I always, like, whenever I'm having issue with something, like I was sitting at Scrap Club and I had threaded this thing probably about 20 times. You know, because I always start over with the rethreading. But you just never know. And then also traveling with stuff, I have to be, not that I'm aware of that, you have to be careful when you're traveling with your machine that you can knock that button over and it may not sew right too. So, yeah. We got some problem solving. And I still got to tweak it just a little bit more. My bobbin is a little bit tighter than it was before, but the tension is still good both ways. I had good tension either way, even with the noise. I had good tension though. It's like now I'm ready to sew, you know? Yeah, it sounds a lot better. It sounds more like Wednesday. Trying to mix some of this stuff up with colors. And I got a long thread on here. I can't stand threads. It's like, go away. And then that last one on here. Wash your hands says, I never would have thought to run the machine dry. That's a new one for me. Yeah. I have done that before, but like I had gotten used to not doing that because the newer computer systems they'll stop sewing sometimes. The ones with the computers in them. It does sound a lot better. Thank you, Jesus. Carol says we are here for support. Yes. And that's the whole point, is we all help each other too, you know. Tonight I needed help. So, yes. So now just sew these in rows of 8. It looks like it does an excellent job of piecing. Is it easy to get a 1/4" seam? It's easy to get a 1/4" seam. It's got markings there for it. It also has a really neat thread seam gauge. So if you need to do like a 3/8 of an inch seam, it's got a nice thread gauge. However, if you are not used to speed sewing. That's what I'm getting used to. That's why I'm trying to piece on here, because I'm not a fast sewer. So I have to learn how to shoot stuff through here. I don't know. I need 4 more. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't. I need all of these. 3. I should have 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're all down there. I was putting them in different stacks, apparently. I think maybe I had started sewing some of these at Scrap Club, and they weren't in the same pile. Good night, Francis. She says, good night, all. See ya. Yes. So sounds much better. It's a loud machine, which is much different from computerized machines. Yes, and it is manual, so I fully understand that. But that clanking sound sounded like I was going to have a needle fly up in my eye or something. So I'm glad that's gone. I'm short a whole row. 2. Yeah, so I got a whole row and a half. So let's get these sewn together. Mixed up a little bit, and then we'll be ending here. I won't, I don't think. We'll see. We got 9 minutes officially. I spent the most of the time troubleshooting something that was on top of the machine. Ain't that crazy? It's just weird how stuff happens. Ooh wee. Okay. Let's see. And that could have been why I was having difficulties after I wound the bobbin finishing the other bag off. You know, it's all making sense now. After the fact. Good night, Remo. Dang, Darcy found a little piece of a broken needle in her hair a little bit ago. I had a new needle come out the pack and flew somewhere. It could be down. I don't know where that needle went. It's not in the pack. I know that. Lynette Williams says, oh my, I'm so behind. I see there's a new sew along. Yes, it is. It's Boho Heart. It's the sew along. Okay. So all of these should be going that way. All right. I still got like maybe 3 or 4 patterns. I don't know which way I started pressing these. I'm going the opposite direction now. Let's turn it back over and go the right way. I think I sewed some pieces that were going different ways together. It's weird how the littlest thing can throw something off. Wash your hands says, I've been lazy today. Time to get up and sew. It's only 8 p.m. here. Oh. Yeah, I've had a long day today. I had scrap club. We started at 9 a.m. We go to 3. It was hot, 104 degrees. That place AC unit wasn't keeping up. It was 82 degrees inside. We then went to So Hope so that I could take Betsy and Kevin so that they could go splurge on some fabric. I got a few pieces. I didn't get a whole lot. I did get a few pieces though. This one I got them going both ways. And it really doesn't matter which way it's going. Okay, I had another bag of this stuff. Yeah. I hate to break my thread. I'm one of those people that hate to break thread. So I got another set of squares ready to sew up. And yeah, I've already sewed some of these. These are the ones I sewed at Retreat. Oh, most of them are sewed. Just got a few. I just want a chain piece off my last one so I can press it. Carl says, I was up to 3 a.m. last night sewing. Yep, she couldn't sleep. Yeah, that's me. I'm normally up working, doing business stuff because it's a time where I feel like I don't get as many interruptions in the middle of the night from phones, notifications, calls, spammers for sure. So I do a lot of stuff at night. I had to make t-shirts yesterday. Trying to get orders. I had orders for t-shirts I was trying to get out. So got all of those out. And I just got 2 more to sew on this. We may as well go ahead and sew these last 2 pairs and then I don't have to worry about individual pieces. And I tried to make it so that I'm using different fabrics in these as well. So it's real easy to do when you pre-cut your stuff, your leftover scraps. And like I said, I haven't even cut in a while. I just happened to go pull my 2.5-inch squares so that I could sew something on here Wednesday. And then I go, oh, I like these little bags. So now I'm like kind of addicted to making them. I actually like them with the squares, but I had to test the vinyl. Now I need to do another vinyl bag. Now that I realize what the problem was, and I can try the trick of putting a piece of tape under my presser foot until I get the nylon foot. And I'm like you, Carol. I need a hot tub too. She says her muscles are tight. I like baths. I like just being in there relaxing. Tiffany says she did too much today. I didn't go swimming though because I didn't want to miss y'all again this week. I should go do my pool yoga now that the sun has gone down, even though it's still hot out. Woo wee! I just can't believe how hot it is right now. I usually have thread in my hair and on my clothes, and everyone just can't help themselves. They like picking the thread off my shirts. That's funny. I go out in public, like if I'm here processing orders, sometimes you might have thread on the tape because thread's everywhere. I can't get rid of thread. I can vacuum, clean stuff, wipe it down, and then I look up and I got more threads. I got more of these little towels to catch all of these different threads. And you see how much threads is in here. But I still will go pack something even after I've wiped with this towel. And they still catching stuff. So threads are everywhere. I'm laughing at Connie with her headphones. She couldn't hear. Oh my gosh. Wash your hands when my air conditioner broke. It was 99 degrees in the house, and I'm not a cranky person, but Lordy, that he would test me. Yeah, it was like getting rough. Rhonda Barlow's come in saying, hi, y'all. It's 10 o'clock. So we're going to be leaving in a minute. My brother got his good night, everyone. Stay safe still. In. He laughs at me because he says, I'll in at 10. And don't give him a chance to say good night. So he getting it in. I would join us so alone, but I got too many logs in the fire. Yeah. Jackie K is saying good night. Carol says, I want to start making bags. Yeah, that's why I wanted this machine, is because I wanted something that was a little bit more heavy duty, and then it would be sturdier. And I wasn't feeling that after I changed that bobbin today. So it's like I need to go back and do some thick stuff so I can re-challenge this machine again. Or even just doing cotton with maybe putting in, instead of batting, maybe using some NR foam or something else, or some Decoville light, something like that. Just doing something different that's going to make it puffier. Janice Miller says, I find myself picking thread off my husband. That's funny. Shoot, I even drag thread to my bed somehow. I've had thread on the toilet seat before too. I don't know how. Now that's funny. I don't think I've ever had it in the toilet. I've, of course, had it on the bed, because if I go and just sit on the bed after I leave out of here, then of course I'll have it, gets onto the quilts and stuff. So I can see the bed, but the toilet, I've never seen it on the toilet. I don't know. I have to ask my husband. Yeah, we got low in the 80s, but our highs are all going to be in the hundreds for the next, it was like that most of this week. And then it's supposed to start thunderstorming, because I was going to have a little birthday party for myself with my family, but it was too hot this weekend to have an outdoor thing, because I've been like trying to get newer patio furniture. I've been finally deciding to do that. I have to get my husband, he's the one I have to convince to spend money. So when it's stuff for the house, I have to wait and get kind of approval. And so we finally went and got new patio furniture. We need rugs now. It's the only thing we need left. We got patio furniture and we've got umbrellas. We just need rugs. And we got another umbrella we need to put together too. But Carol says, I need a heavy duty machine. My great, but I don't want to make bags on it. Yeah, I didn't want to. I've had two Singers. I had the Singer CXL, which is an electronic machine, and I also had the Singer XL 1000. I knocked both of those out of whack. That's why I stopped making bags. I used to make all kinds of tote bags all the time. And I've knocked machines out of whack because I was going through so many thick layers. And I just said I wasn't going to do that to the Bernina 770 or my Baby Lock Elissimo. I wasn't going to be sewing that kind of stuff on here. And then I do have a Singer heavy duty, but that machine is so light that it was just not, even though I was able to sew through layers of denim, I just didn't feel comfortable with the presser foot. It was a snap-on foot. And I think even though it's a pain in the butt to change these feet, they are much sturdier than the snap-on feet. It makes a big difference, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Now you're talking. I want me a mama tub for a nice long bubble bath. Oh, thanks, Rich. Saying happy birthday, T. I don't know if Rich is a spouse name, and you know how sometimes husband and wife share accounts, or if it's a male. But thank you so much. Joe Carmel says it's 104 at 8 p.m. there. We had 104, and our sun didn't go down here till like 8:30. That was our high today. Well, T, have the happiest birthday. I'm still here just getting my Goodbye in before you end. That's Stephanie. Yes, because we're going to be getting off of here. I'm not going to stay. I'm going to go actually chill. I've only eaten lunch that I had while we were out today. So I'm actually going to go fix something to eat. I don't know what that is. It could be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for all I care. Okay. And I do have a couple pieces. I had Panera bread today, had the flatbread pizza. So I do have 2 slices of that. That'll be good enough for me. Good night, Benita. She says, good night, everyone. Whenever we sign off, laughing out loud. That's funny. Thank you, Carol, saying happy birthday too. Wash Your Hands says, I scored a couple of nice rugs doing Amazon Prime sales. Normally, I don't participate in their sales, but I found some great deals this year. They won't get my money next year. That's funny. I didn't shop at all other than I was buying stuff for the sewing machine. That's the reason why I was on Amazon Prime. I was getting new bobbin cases because all my other ones were taken. And I got bobbin cases, needles. Oh, and the bobbins. I was like, it was something else in the bobbins. So thank you. See, that's what Patricia says. See, that's why I said some couples. I have a lot of friends where they just share the same account. So thank you, Patricia, for sharing your name. Joe Carmel says, good night. This was a good sewing chat. Well, I think it was a good sewing chat. I got some help. Even through all the stuff, I learned a whole lot, okay? So, and I feel a little bit more confident with this machine because I was about to start feeling insecure. But I'm like, is this machine, sometimes a machine is just not for you. So I feel a whole lot better with it now. And I know things to check for. I'm like, it's not that many things to check. And that's why I just randomly said, let me close this bobbin winder and reopen it. So that helped a good deal. So thank you, Tiffany, for being a blocker today. We're going to go ahead and get off of here. Thank you, Connie. We're going to go ahead and get off of here. So good night, everybody. You all stay safe, be blessed, and quilt out. See you all Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget that Eric Oda says that he has chat set up for us in Zoom tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you all later.